Hello everybody, my name is Anton and I'm back with another GTA 5 Cars episode. Now today, we're going to be checking out the 2017 Ford GT created by Esprit. And just like the previous episode, which featured the Lamborghini Centenario, I'm going to start off by giving you a closer look at the actual model here in-game while I talk about the real-life vehicle. And then we're going to do our time trial run and see how fast we can get down to Los Santos. So without further ado, let's dive right in. The new 2017 Ford GT pays homage to the GT40, which back in 1966 won the first, second, and third place finish in the 24-hour Le Mans race. 50 years later, the Ford GT features extensive carbon fiber and aluminum body with what Ford calls active aerodynamics to help divert airflow across the body of the car. Even the taillights are hollow because they act as vents which suck in and pull air over the engine intercoolers. The heart of the 17 GT is a twin turbocharged 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 engine which is capable of producing 647 horsepower with a top speed of 216 miles per hour. Ford GT does 0 to 60 in around 3 seconds, and even though its engine is far less powerful than the 730 horsepower of the Lamborghini Aventador, for example, the Ford GT weighs in at around 3,200 pounds, which is actually 800 pounds lighter than the Aventador. But all of this lightness, though, means there's less room, less luxury, and less bells and whistles. This is not a luxury car, not even a touring car. This is a track car. Inside it's pretty cramped. The seats are bolted down to the floor so they do not move. And there's pretty much barely enough space just for your wallet. The fully digital gauge cluster is pretty cool though. It's totally configurable and changes its display based on what mode you're in, like normal or track for example. There's also a 6.5-inch touchscreen in the center, which surprisingly enough comes with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Starting at $450,000 US, the Ford GT is just like any other supercar. Having one is pretty much a fantasy for most of us. So there you go, there's the 2017 Ford GT, and as you can see, Esprit did an awesome job designing this vehicle and putting the model here in the game. Now, here comes the second part of the video, and this is where we're going to do our time trial run. Right here from Paleto Bay, we're just right outside the sheriff station here, or right in the sheriff station rather, here in Paleto, and we're going to do our time trial run down US Highway 1, down the coast there to Los Santos. Now, I have the traffic turned off for this video. We had traffic in our Lamborghini Centenario video. I turned off the traffic for this video, I just want to make it there as fast as I can. So let's line up. Speaking of traffic, there's a truck that just passed by for some reason. There's supposed to be no traffic in this game. Let's go ahead and line up here on our starting line, and let's see how fast we can get down into Los Santos. Here we are at the start line. Let's rev up that engine. Oh, I think the car is ready. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go, coming out of the sheriff station there. The back engine's kicking out a little bit here as we get onto US Road 1. And look at that, the Ford GT just taking off. We are absolutely flying right now, already over 200 miles an hour here. Thank God there's no traffic, because if there was, oh boy, watch out. Slowing down here for this turn coming up. This is a tight turn right there. All right, the car just gripping onto the pavement here. That spoiler coming up to provide the downforce that we need to ensure that we stay on the road, opening her up. Look at this. Oh man, this is so quick right here. And we got another tight turn coming up right here, trying to stay together here. Oh, there we go, catching a bit of off-road action there as we're gonna open her back up again. A little bit bumpy out here, these little tight bumps, but when you're doing 200 miles an hour, man, it's gonna be crazy. Here we are coming into the tunnel underneath Fort Zancudo. Just flying through the tunnel here onto the bridge. Whoa, watch out for the divider here. Really opening her up. Look at that, just pushing the max speeds here. This is, of course, GTA 5 max speeds, as the real Ford GT can only do about 216. Oh, catching a little bit of off-road there as well. All right, watch out for that bridge. Another turn here coming up. Trying to keep it together here as we're now approaching the Chumash area. Here coming up right after this turn. There it is. There's Chumash. People there in their houses wondering what the heck is going on out here. All right, gonna make another turn here in Pacific Bluffs, and this will more or less put us on the final straightaway here towards Los Santos. I already see the signs coming up. Finish line right there. I see the finish line. Here we go. And across the line. Woo! Yeah, let's take a look and see how fast we did that. We did that in 1 minute and 42 seconds. So there you go. That's how quick the Ford GT is. Now, in my last video, when we did the Lamborghini Centenario, I asked you guys to go into the comments and let me know how fast you think the Ford GT will make this run, and I will give a shout out to whoever comes the closest. And let me check here. I believe the shout out is going to go to Jakari Harris, who guessed a minute and 52 seconds. 1 minute and 52 seconds was Jakari's guess. We actually did it in 10 seconds faster. 1 minute and 42 seconds, but Jakari was the closest there with his guess. So shout out to you, Jakari. Thank you very much for guessing there. 1 minute and 52 seconds. Honorable mention will go to Jason24 and William Gates Gaming, who guessed 1 minute and 55 seconds, both of them. But we actually did it in 1:42. Now, if you want a shout out in our next video, I will be driving the Jaguar F-Pace luxury crossover SUV, and we're gonna race it through the mountains, starting at the back entrance of Fort Zancudo right off US Route 1 and ending at the gas station in Grapeseed right on Main Street. Now guys, head into the comments for this video and let me know how fast you think the Jaguar will make that run. Keep in mind, we are on mountain roads. It's a luxury crossover SUV, so I don't think it's gonna be that fast. So post your guess as to how fast you think the Jaguar will make that run, and I will give a shout out to, again, whoever comes the closest there in the next video. Guys, thank you very much for watching. That is going to do it for this episode of GTA 5 Cars. Please make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button too if you haven't, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.